Alright everybody, welcome back to Double J's Garage. That last video, it was a cool trip down memory lane. Super stoked that I got a chance to show off a couple of the cars that I used to own. And, you know, while I was editing that video, we were getting the CRX painted. And behind the camera, I've got a red CRX, which I am stoked about. I got my first layer down, my first coat, so let me flip the camera around and show you guys what I've been up to while you guys were watching that other video. Okay, so I've got my first coat down. Let me see, I have a light somewhere, here we go. So I have my first coat down. I'm gonna let this dry for probably about 20 minutes or so, maybe a little longer, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hit it with a second coat because, as you can see, a little bit of primer peeking through there, a little bit of primer peeking through there, a little bit of primer peeking through there. So we've still got some primer peeking through, not super solid yet, but again, just the first base coat. Super excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Like, I can't tell you, I was really nervous because this is the first full car I have shot by myself, but I think it looks awesome so far. And I knew that this was not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a show quality paint job. It's not something that's going to be like, oh my God, I have to have that. But it'll still be, you know, a nice CRX. So I'm going to go ahead, let this dry for, I don't know, I'd say 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna come out and hit it with another coat, lay it on thick, and this girl should be looking nice and clean once we're all done. We will have a fresh red CRX with all the OEM trim still in black. I'm really stoked. I think it's gonna look really good. My goal is to get $4,500 out of this car. It's a turbo LS now with a decent matching paint job. It's not gonna be clean, but it's decent. You know, it's a good base. It's a good start for someone that wants a turboed Honda to take to the track and to rip on the weekends. I really do believe that this is an awesome start. So if someone buys this thing, puts some coilovers on it, puts some wheels on it, does a little bit of work to the turbo kit, maybe upgrades a few little things, you know, gets a set in injectors, maybe an intake for the engine, this will be a solid little, you know, ripper for 4,500, $5,000. So we'll see. You know, can't really hold on to this car forever because I do plan on leaving soon, but we'll see what it brings in. But gonna go ahead and let this dry, and then this next coat that I lay down, I'll go ahead and throw up the tripod so you guys can watch me shoot it. Didn't really want to film it, but then I was thinking about it and was like, man, I've never done a full car, so it would be kind of cool to film it and put it up on the channel. So heck yeah, super stoked, super excited. If this goes well and this paint job turns out well, I might offer fulls in my garage. Just go ahead and get all the stuff that I need and then just start painting other people's cars. But we'll see how it all turns out. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry, and then I'll get back to you guys here in a minute. All right, so really quick, I just wanted to show you guys my setup. I've got a really cheap Harbor Freight $15 gun. It was a $3 water air separator. And then I bought a mixing cup, a 30-gallon compressor. This is literally all that I'm using. The compressor isn't mine, I'm borrowing it from a friend. The paint gun ran me 15 bucks, that ran me 3 bucks, and the other little thing that I bought, which was extra cups. I bought an extra pack of cups. That ran me 7 bucks. So altogether it cost me $30. It was like $29 for the paint gun stuff, $30 for the paint, and then it was like the mineral salts I got from a friend. He had some extras that he gave to me. So I'm really only into this paint job a couple $100. I spent probably 150 on primer and tape and sandpaper, you know, just materials to prep the car and do body work. Obviously I had to get some Bondo to fill in some of the little dings and dents that we had going. But all in all, like I mentioned, we're into this paint job around 200 bucks, maybe a little less, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm I'm stoked on it. So if you guys are interested in painting your cars but don't want to spend thousands of dollars, and you're not necessarily looking for a show quality job, you just want your car to be one color and to look decent, this might be the answer. You can do it for under, $500 if you do it yourself. If you were to bring it to me, I would charge $600, what Mako charges, I guess. But that's, all the sanding, all the body work, everything being prepped, masked off, and then shot, plus all your materials and stuff. I feel like that's a pretty good deal, but I don't know. I'm not a professional and I don't run a business, so I don't know for sure, but stoked on it, guys. I think it looks really good. So again, I'm gonna let it dry for about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna get back at it. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to lay the last coat of color down. Well, hopefully the last coat of color. Getting ready to lay it down really quick. Never shot a full car before, so figured I'd go ahead and put the camera up and just do a little time lapse, or just do get a little bit of footage of me spraying. Guys, so I just got done laying the final coat. This thing looks pretty good. Definitely not like professional job, but I would say for what I was working with, she came out pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry for about 3 or 4 hours, and then I'm gonna come out and pull all the masking tape off. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing dry, and then be able to pull the masking tape off and see the finished product, and that's what I'm super excited about. I think this thing is gonna look pretty good, red on black. So I think that's gonna be all for tonight. I'll keep this video rolling on into tomorrow, but I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, so it is not the next day, it is next week. It's been about a week or so since that last clip. Now, I've sanded the car down and resprayed it twice since that last clip of me shooting the car that you guys just saw. I got some gnarly runs, and me being a perfectionist, I just sanded it down, reshot it. I wanted the car to come out as clean as possible, given that I was using tractor paint and given that it was still a budget job. I just wanted it to be good. I did not want to put my name on some botched sketch paint job. So after, I don't know, 5-6 days of hard work and just tedious, laborious work, we've got a pretty slick looking car. So without further ado, let me turn the camera around and show you guys what I've done. So the last thing you guys saw was I shot the car in red. So since then I've sanded the car down twice, 2 different times, and reshot it. We got rid of the major runs. I did have a run in this shoot. You can kind of see it right there. But at the end of the day, I just had to chill out and just remind myself that this is my first paint job, so it's not gonna come out perfect. We did go ahead and mask off all of the black trim all the way around the car and reshoot it, so now it is nice and clean. And I went ahead and threw my 96 spec Type R wheels on there just to clean it up a little bit and make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing for photos. So left on this car is, if I can get under here. So what we have left to do with this car is basically just kind of clean up the tune and get the car running. I might redo the engine bay. Now, this engine bay was not very clean to begin with. It does have a little bit of red overspray in there now, but it's not something that I'm super worried about. The new owner might be a little worried about it, and if they are, then I'll go ahead and clean it up for them. I do have to go ahead and just clean up that headlight, just get any overspray off of them. Same with the windshield wipers, but really not a big deal. But like I was mentioning, we got to clean up the tune a little bit, just get this thing safe to put down the road. Joe's going to come over with a new wastegate spring. We're going to put a 5-pound wastegate spring. Actually, I think he said it was 3 pounds. We're going to put a 3-pound wastegate spring in this car, and hopefully it'll be a lot happier on that than it is on, you know, the 12 pounds that it's currently at. So we're gonna put a smaller spring in the car, see if we can't get the car to rev out and, you know, make boost noises the way it should, and then we're gonna get this thing up and sold. I'm not gonna replace the windshield. I'm not gonna do a lot of stuff. This thing is, I'd say, just about finished. It is a world of a difference from when we got the car. As you guys know, this car definitely did not look like this. Taillights are up front, sitting on the ground over there. Soaked them in some Goo Gone. Gonna scrub them down here in about an hour or so. Get them nice and clean, and then back on the car. And then we'll be about ready to move on to the next project. Now, I don't know what the next project is, but I'm about ready to get there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell. It'll notify you anytime I post a new video. I'm trying my best to pump out content. My goal for this new year was to do like a video a week or a couple of videos a week and really stick to it, and I think I'm doing all right. I think we've went about 2 weeks since the last video that we posted, but there was a week there where we posted like 3, so I'm gonna give myself a little break there, but we got lots of content coming. We're gonna button up the CRX. We've got some cool Integra content coming, and just some big life news. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on, and see you guys in the next one.